Hello everyone, welcome to Magic Friday, or maybe this might go in one of my essays, I'm not really sure. But it's about stage shows this week. I do quite a few stage shows and I get a lot of questions about them because there's not a lot of information out there about what to expect at a corporate after-dinner stage show. So we're going to take this time and we're going to go over some things. The first thing above anything else is if you get booked for a stage show, ask for a floor plan, and we are going to get there right here. Get a floor plan emailed to you. That is the #1 most crucial thing that you need to have, because you need to know how many people are going to be there and where they're going to be seated. So taking a look at this floor plan here, this was from an event that I did the other night, 2 nights ago. 200 people. There's going to be 20 tables. You can see the tables are the circles there, obviously, with the little spokes are the chairs. So 10 people to a table, 20 tables. Now the thing about this floor plan and specifically is that this is a best case scenario what we're looking at right here. If you look at the very top of the floor plan, you're going to see a rectangle. Hopefully I can get an arrow there. There's a rectangle, that is the stage. So as you can see, the stage is right at the top part of the tables there. And there's no dance floor. This is key because the dance floor is killer to the working professional. If you have a dance floor in front of you, it is death. Trust me. The dance floor typically will be taking up probably those 4 tables directly in front of the stage. I've tried it all. I've tried, asking to put the stage onto the dance floor, and lots of hotels just will not do that. They don't want that to happen. I've tried going out onto the dance floor. Again, it just doesn't work because you're not elevated. It just doesn't work. So ideally you want what we're looking at here, where there is no dance floor, or if there is, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to move the stage to the bottom there, to the very back of the room. So they're going to have their presentations on the front, and then you're going to do your show. They're all going to turn and face you in the back. Believe me, it works wonderfully. And if you can't do the back, we're even going to go to the sides. Anything aside from the dance floor. And while we're talking about the stage, I should mention, if you haven't done stage shows before, that the stage, it's not like a theater where the stage is set in stone. Typically when you do corporate stage environments, it's going to be in a conference room or a big hall or somewhere of a hotel, and the stage is actually laid out in pieces. This is pretty much the same across the board. And that's another thing that you're going to ask for when you see the floor plan, is how big is the stage. So we're going to get to that in a second. Let's go to the real room here and let's get a shot of what the actual room looks like. Let's see if I can get it. There we go. So what we're looking at here, when you see the blue section there in the back, that blue is the stage. That's the backdrop. So if we go back to the floor plan, we're basically looking from the bottom, looking up, right? We're at the back of the room. So as you can see, the tables, right, just like we saw on the floor plan, all have a seating of 10, and we're going to be on the front. So you can kind of gauge a distance. This is for 200 people, of how far back you're going to be playing. With this circumstance, you should be known that you're going to be mic'd. That is key. So when you're doing stage shows, I always have my own microphone. And again, if I can pause it right there, in the far corner you can see that black booth there. That's where the sound man typically will be. Generally, if there's going to be speeches, they're going to have house sound, which means that you don't need to bring your own amps. You just want your own microphone and a wireless pack, if that's what you're going to invest in. I have a Countryman E Super Deluxe, I don't know what it is. It's a microphone and a wireless belt pack. You're going to give your receiver directly to the sound man and just say, plug me in. Of all the stage shows I've done, I've never had a sound man say no. It's just kind of given that that's what they're there to do, because they're there for the speeches for the president anyway. So they'll plug you in. They're your best friend, by the way. Do some magic for the sound man when you give him the thing. We give him your mic so that he's gonna take care of you, okay? So you've got your sound set up. You're gonna be on that stage. You can see the back of the room. you can see the kind of the sight lines of where everyone's looking. And again, this, what we're looking at, is the best case scenario. 200 people is a perfect size for my stage show anyway. So this is funny, we're just walking up to the stage. It's just important to see if there is a path, if you have spectators coming to the stage, and we'll pause it right there. What you're looking at right now is the actual stage. Now, it comes in pieces. You can see here that I think I had 8 pieces, which, no kidding, is the biggest stage I've ever had at a corporate gig. Typically, you're gonna be on 2 of those, is what I find most common, 2 side by side. Those are called 6x8s. So they're gonna say something like, oh, you need a 12x8, meaning 2 sections. Always try and get as big a stage as possible, but for the most part, they're just gonna give you the least. Now, we're gonna pause and look at the back here. If there was a dance floor in front of this, I would ask for an additional 12x8, and I would put it against that back wall that we're looking at right there on the far side of the room. So again, the president gives his speech, you know, they have dinner, they give awards, now it's time for the show, everyone about faces, and we're looking at the back of the room, and that's where you'd be. Now, the key to making this work is that everybody's attention needs to be focused on you. So something that they don't tell you about in showbiz class is you never want to start your stage show until coffee has been served. So they're going to serve, you know, they're going to have dessert and coffee. You want everyone to have a couple-minute break to just get organized. They're going to have their coffee, and then you're going to have the show start. You don't want any servers coming in and out while your show is going on. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I got for you at this moment. It's just a little quick little thing, some things to think about. Just to recap, make sure you get a floor plan. No dance floor. Pray. I mean, you don't have a choice on that one, you just gotta pray. If there is a dance floor, you need to have an additional stage moved to the back or to the sides, okay? Be aware of sight lines and have your audio guy. Make sure you have your mic and your wireless pack, making sure you give your audio to the sound man. And do not, under any circumstance, start the show until coffee and tea and dessert is settled and everyone knows the show's coming. Typically what I'll do is I'll get the MC of the night to tell everyone something like, okay everyone, our main event's gonna start in 5 minutes. If you need to get one last trip to the washroom, come on back because we're gonna start the show in 5 minutes. I'm then gonna get him to say that again in 2 minutes, and then we're gonna start my introduction. So yeah, there's just some quick little tips for you. Hope you like it, hope you have a great show. Awesome. See you next week.